Just doing a little Sunday walk before football starts and before it rains. It's already started raining, as y'all can see. Look at these clouds up there, y'all. Look at the clouds. Look at that big one over there. Anyway, what do we want to talk about today? I'm not going to be on long because I don't know when it's going to start pouring again. I just had to wait. It was going to start about 10 minutes ago, but it downpoured. I got a little break in the action. So, I'm here. Let's see. We talk nothing exciting going on in Phillies news except for Bryce Harper. Supposedly, Boris said that he wants to extend his contract into his 40s. He's still got 8 more years on his contract. It is what it is. Philly's got Harper on the cheap anyway, so I'm good with it. He's still got 8 years left. What's a couple more years? Probably give him some upfront money. He deserves it. That's about it on the Phillies front. Middleton and Nebraska said they're probably going to wait until January, February, make some moves. And they're not going to make big moves, be minor moves. So we got that. We got the Sixers, won a couple in a row. Embiid putting in 50 the other night. Maxey doing his thing. Kelly Oubre back. I'm telling you, if this team stays healthy, they're fun to watch. They don't play a lot of defense anymore. But that's the way it looks like the way the NBA is going this year. It's a lot of high-scoring games in the 120s and shit. So, we'll see. See how that goes. I think they're still missing a piece. I don't know what that piece is. Might be a bench piece and a starter. You need to definitely get a starter, I think. I just don't like... I like Maxey, of course, Embiid, Harris, and Melton. I'm just not sure if that's Oubre in the starter. I don't like Batum. I like him coming off the bench. Get some bench points. And Oubre, yeah, it might be him. Then if you insert him, Nick Nurse inserts him into the starting lineup, then you got to get another bench piece, right? So I think there's some things out there. I have to take a look. I don't want Zach LaVine or whatever from the Bulls. Hell with that. I'd rather take DeRozan, create his own shot more than LaVine. LaVine's more like ball dominant too much. But you never know. We got some assets coming. We got some assets coming from the Harden trade. Not a lot, not big time assets or anything, but enough to get some pieces at the trade deadline. And I'm honest to God, I think you have to go all in this year and next year, because I have a bad feeling that Embiid's gonna want out, y'all. I hope I'm wrong. Never know. But hey, it is what it is. And then let's get on to what everybody wants to talk about today. Eagles, Dallas. Should be very interesting. NFC East on the line for this week. Eagles still have to lose 2. If they end up at the tie at the end of the year, Eagles will win that tiebreaker based on NFC wins. So that's how it stands, as long as Eagles don't lose 2 more. But look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not like a lot of y'all out here on the interwebs, social medias, saying Eagles are gonna win this game. Eagles are gonna come out, be pissed off about what happened last week. Because I'm here to tell you it hadn't happened yet. I'm looking forward to the Eagles show up more than what they did last week. Yes, but to come out pissed off and just run roughshod over the Cowboys, it ain't happening. And that's why a lot of y'all get so pissed off, because your expectations are up here and they should be down here with the Eagles. Yes, they're 10-2. I get it. They are a good team, but they haven't shown the ability to blow out teams. So I don't know why some of y'all come on here on the interwebs and expect it, and then when they don't, you get all pissy. They've been winning close games. Guess what? That's their identity this year. They win ugly. Y'all keep saying there's no identity. Oh, they got an identity. The identity is they just win. It's easy as that. You can see it with your eyes. And if you can't see it with your eyes, you're blind as a bat. Because a lot of y'all out here preaching, oh, we were dominant last year. We were killing teams. No, we weren't. We weren't. Go back and look. The Eagles weren't. They did about maybe 5 or 6 games. They weren't out here destroying people like y'all want to throw that narrative. A lot of the journalists, a lot of the podcasts, a lot of Philly sports radio out here pushing that narrative that they were dominating teams last year. Go back and look. I'm here to tell you it wasn't. I watched every fucking game. Every fucking game, just like I do every year. Even if they are getting blown, I watch every second of it last year. When they got blown, last week, not last year, last week. So all y'all out here saying, oh, they ain't nothing like last year. Of course not. One, they're a whole different team. Defense is revamped, new offensive defensive coordinator. But y'all got to quit this narrative that y'all spew every week on the podcasts and the social medias and all that. They weren't killing people last year. They weren't dominating people. Y'all acting like they won by 20, 25 points. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Go back and look. They had great second quarters when they probably had them scored. I think they had scored the most points in the second quarter of anybody in the NFL. And they had big leads of maybe like 10-17. But then if you go back and look, the defense let them back in the game because they played the soft coverage. They weren't blowing teams out. Y'all keep spewing this narrative. But one of the hot topics is Leonard got signed this week, right? He's going to play probably him and Cunningham starting linebackers with Morrow coming off the bench. That's what I'm guessing anyway. But look, I'm here to tell you too, one defensive person ain't gonna be a savior when the Eagles defense cornerbacks play 10 yards off the ball. And I'm here to tell you too, I don't blame that on Slay. I don't blame that on Bradbury. I blame that on the defensive coordinator and Nick Sirianni because they don't want to get beat deep, right? You don't see very often that they get beat deep. They just don't. They get beat dinking, the team's dinking, dunking. That's how they get beat. And it's so fucking annoying because they're killing, what's that saying? They're killing with 5,000 paper cuts or whatever it fucking is. But I'm gonna give you a prime example. I said this earlier in the week. A lot of y'all said the game changed after San Francisco scored their first touchdown to take the 7-6 lead, right? Nope, I'm here to tell you that is not true. Where the game changed was they got 2 straight 3-and-outs, right? They got the ball, San Francisco got the ball at their own 15-yard line. Ball start. 1st and 15, backed up to the 10. Eagles stop on 2nd down. 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15 at San Francisco's own 10-yard line. Guess what happens? They play 10 yards off the wide receiver, give him a cushion, pass to Ayuk on Slay for 12 yards, 3rd down and 3. And then after that, game over. Bing, bam, boom, right down the field. They pretty much did anything they fucking wanted. That's where the game changed. Because if you go and blitz them, you play man-to-man. Oh, I might have to go, y'all. Because it is pouring. Oh, shit. All right. I might be back later. Deuces. Maybe. Oh, Lord. Y'all probably can't see me. It might be just a quick one. I don't know. I'm back. Quick little downpour. But anyway, I'm back. I was saying where the game changed against the 49ers was not after they scored the first touchdown to take a 7-6 lead. It changed when it was 2nd down and 15. Eagles didn't bring any pass rush. Rushed, I think, 3 or 4. Played back. And Ayuk caught a pass from Purdy for 12 yards, make it 3rd and 3. After that, Purdy got in the zone, bing, bam, boom, all the way down the field. 6 straight times, 6 straight touchdowns. That's where the game changed. Because if you stop them, you play man-to-man, they got 3rd and long. They go 3 straight times. And the Eagles were moving the ball at that point. They were moving the ball. Yes, they only had 2 field goals. You got to score touchdowns against them. But they hold them there. They get the ball around the 50. Who knows what happens? But woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I digress. But let's get back to this Dallas game. Eagles defense has to put pressure on Dak Prescott. He's going to get that ball out quick to CeeDee Lamb and Cooks and Pollard and Ferguson. That's just what he's going to do. I believe I think they're going to try to do exactly what the 49ers did, and hopefully this side has something to counter that. We'll see. I find it hard to believe because they haven't done it. They haven't done it all season. They have made in-game adjustments. They haven't made in-game adjustments. They made halftime adjustments. That's one of the weaknesses of the Eagles. They can't make in-game adjustments. They can make halftime adjustments except for the 49ers game. They did. So, it's going to be interesting. I'm expecting a very high-scoring game. I'm not expecting a defensive battle. I'm expecting what it was last year when they went to Dallas, back and forth, back and forth. Turnovers by Minshew cost the Eagles that game. And he did drive them down there late, but they choked. I don't call this a must-win because still a few games left. I'm not in panic mode like a lot of Eagles fans are, but it's still Dallas. I got to see what the Eagles do today. If they come out and put up another dud like they did against the 49ers, could be a long rest of the season. And this offense, man, they got so many weapons. They're getting Dallas Goedert back, but they don't use them correctly. I don't understand why Swift isn't getting the bulk of the carries. You got Gainwell out carrying Swift. You got Boston Scott, who I do like Boston Scott, but there's no way he should be going in for a series for Swift. Swift is that playmaker, man. He's that playmaker. Catching, running and receiving. Running and receiving. I know Eagles do this running back committee bullshit, but guess what? It's shut up time. Shut up and go. You got to go. Get that number 1 seed. Win the NFC East. Get home field advantage. Lock it up. And go from there. If you want to rest them the last couple games, so be it. Ain't worried about it. But right now, you need to win these games. And guess who's your playmaker out of the backfield? Swift. I don't know why they baby him. I don't get it. I don't understand the play calls. There's no movement. You rarely see any movement, so the doesn't get the defense from the other team's eyes moving and stuff. No RPOs. And Jalen has to be better too, because his first instinct reminds me of his first year. His first instinct is to bail out the pocket. There was plenty of, if you watch that all 22, if you watch, there was plenty of times he could have stepped up in the pocket. You got to put some blame on Hurts, too. So, if he just steps up, especially, was it the first drive or the second drive? I think it was the first drive, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, he had Stoll and Devontae on the left-hand side wide open. Instead of stepping up in the pocket, he bails out to his right, throws the ball to A.J. Brown in the corner. He just floats it up there. A.J. Brown wasn't going to get it anyway. He pretty much threw it away. But he bailed. There was nice pockets to be had if y'all go back and watch. So he's got to do better. He's got to do better. And I'm telling you, I said this 2-3 weeks ago, and I also said it on my rant, Eagles rant, a couple days ago, that a lot of this offense looks like the Nick Sirianni offense of the first 7 games of Sirianni's first year. Stale, stagnant, just want to throw the ball 45 times a game. And I've been saying that I think he's got a hand in some of these play calls. He needs to step away and let Brian Johnson be Brian Johnson and see what Brian Johnson's got. Because I'm pretty sure he's got a hand in it. I know he always says we all the coaches get together and make up a game plan. I get it all. No, I think there's bigger influence than just that from Sirianni. Because Sirianni came as an offensive coordinator, right? He wants to call plays, but he just ain't good at it. He just is not good at it. Who throws 2 bubble screens back to back, one on the left and one on the right? Just saying. And 2 old ass Julio Jones. Like he gonna get you something. Whatever. But that's Eagles Dallas week or game today, 8:20. Late game. It's supposed to be storming here too. I don't have cable. I have over the air, so my fucking shit's probably gonna go in and out. It's getting ready to storm now. Look, you can see it up there. Look at all that. That's why my live got cut a while ago. Because it just started pouring. But I just don't, you don't know what you're gonna get from the Birds. You just don't. Especially this defense. Defense ranked last on 3rd down, ranked 24th in total points. Oh, it's just ugly. Can't stop anybody, man. It could be 3rd and 15 and they're gonna pick up 60 first. I don't know what you can do at this point. And all y'all keep having, the Eagles haven't played a perfect game. Guess what? I'm here to tell you, there ain't no such thing as a fucking perfect game. Ain't no fucking no one plays perfect games. Just that expectation is bullshit. Narrative everybody be throwing out there. At this time of the season, it's just win. I don't care how you win. You can win ugly for all I care. Just win. That's what you gotta do. So we'll see. We'll see what team comes out. Prescott's been playing lights out lately, granted against inferior opponents. So all this hoopla, Dak Prescott this, Dak Prescott, what's Dak Prescott ever won? Not trying to poo-poo Dak Prescott because I think he's a good quarterback, but what has he won? He ain't even got to the NFC Championship. What's he been in the league, 8-9 years? Can't get past the 2nd round. Just saying. And the narrative that Dak Prescott owns the Eagles, whether he's 8-4, I get it. But if Jalen Hurts wins this game tonight, he's 4-2 against the Cowboys. And I don't want to hear it that, oh, he ain't played Dak Prescott, ain't been head-to-head. I get that, but y'all, the Cowboy fans out here throwing that Dak Prescott's 8-4. He ain't played Hurts 12 times. So you can't have it both ways. That's how I hate it. Some Cowboy fans are just not the smartest. They just aren't. But anyway, guys, I'm going to make this turn around because, as you can see, it is clouding up out here and dark. So this rain is a-coming. And I'm going to make sure I don't get caught in it. All right, guys. Let's go Birds Sunday night against the Cowboys at Jerry's World. What Eagles team's gonna show up? Is it gonna be a pissed off team? I don't see them dominating. They could still be pissed off and win. I just don't see them dominating. The Eagles just don't do that. That's not their identity. Their identity this year's win. Just win any means necessary. That's what they're doing. They're 10-2. Don't hate, appreciate. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good Sunday. Enjoy the football. Then butt cheek tight at 8:20. At 8:20. Until next time, take care. Love one another. And as always, fuck you trolls. Deuces. Go Birds!